What is going on, YouTube? I'm Lamont at large. Today, I'm coming to you from Dayton, Ohio. I'm standing on the corner of Catalpa Drive and Salem Avenue. I'm here to show you the murder location, and we're going to go visit the grave of one of music's greatest talents, Roger Troutman. Zapp and Roger. What can you possibly say about such a musical legend like Roger Troutman? In case nobody knows his music, which I would find hard to believe, if you listen to any hip-hop music from the 90s or any funk music back from the 70s or 80s, I mean, Zapp and Roger, they're along the lines of George Clinton, Sly and the Family Stone, Parliament Funkadelic, Earth, Wind and Fire. I mean, the list goes on and on. He was born, I believe, in Hamilton, Ohio, right outside of Cincinnati, and him and his brothers had formed a musical band when Roger was really young. He learned to play the guitar by ear when he was 3 years old. By the time he was a teenager, he could go anywhere around Hamilton or Cincinnati, Ohio, and outplay anybody on the guitar. He was literally a guitar prodigy, and he played all the instruments in his band. Originally, his band was Little Roger and the Fabulous Bells, and then it changed, of course, as music changes, he changes. It was later the Roger and the Human Body, and finally they settled on Zapp and Rogers. I Can Make You Dance, one of his songs, More Bounce to the Ounce, I Want to Be Your Man. If you know the Dr. Dre and Tupac song California Love, he did the vocoder on there. He's known for using that voice synthesizer. Now, he's not the one that invented it. Who knows who invented it? I know that Peter Frampton made it popular, and he got started on using the voice box from Peter Frampton, but then Peter Frampton said he got it from Stevie Wonder, so I'm sure it goes on and on down in the days. But just probably one of the most sampled musicians in terms of hip-hop ever of all time. I mean, bands come to mind, rap groups like EPMD, Janet Jackson, Snoop Dogg, DJ Quick, Escape. There's a lot of other bands I can't think of right now that have sampled his music. This guy was immensely talented, multi-millionaire, but also he was a somewhat of a philanthropist, and he always wanted to give back to the community. Him and his brother, Larry Troutman, who was his manager, they had a company called Troutman Enterprise. Amongst a few family businesses that they had, of course, a recording studio, which is right here. They had a limousine service, and they also had, I guess you could call it a real estate company. So what they would do is they would rent or sell homes to low-income families in and around the Dayton, Ohio area without the intervention of the government. So they did not use government loans, government money, so forth and so on. But of course, in a lot of families, money rears its ugly head, and this Troutman Enterprise was not doing too hot. We don't know if it was mismanagement of money. We don't know if somebody was stealing money. You know how it goes when you're a millionaire and you're dealing with your family. You got greedy thieves, vultures circling around you, circling around your bank account. They were about $4 million in bankruptcy debts. They owed the IRS, I believe, about $400,000 in back taxes. So anytime you hear the words back taxes together having to do with a company, somebody's probably stealing. And there was rumors that Roger wanted to break away from the family business, wanted to break away from his brother being his manager. Now, the crime that we're going to talk about that happened on April 25th, 1999, happened right here in this parking lot right behind their old recording studio. Here's the problem. The story can only be made by just the facts and evidence laid out before them. The detectives theorize that Larry and Roger were sitting in Larry's black Lincoln Town car And obviously they were probably talking about money. An argument ensued. Larry Troutman pulled out a .357 Smith & Wesson and shot Roger 4 times, 2 times in the torso and 2 times in the back. Roger jumped out of the car and collapsed right here. He was rushed to a Good Samaritan hospital and he died during surgery. His brother, Larry, having done shot his brother, drove his car to the 2100 block of, I believe, Harvard. And while he was driving with the same gun, put it to his head and pulled the trigger. One brother took the life of another and then turned the gun on himself. This memorial park was made in the memory of Roger Troutman. And you got a couple different plaques right here talk about his life. This is an interesting chime. I believe there was a clock that was here before where it was tuned to play Computer Love. But however, I don't see the clock. And of course, a historical marker was made. Troutman Sound Labs. This was the area that supported us, which made us. Okay, so we're gonna go visit his grave. He's buried down about 45 minutes down south. So we're gonna jump in the van and take a quick ride down to the cemetery to visit Roger Troutman. And here we are at the Greenwood Cemetery in Hamilton, Ohio, just right outside of Cincinnati. And this is the grave of Roger Troutman. And yes, he is buried next to his killer. When greed rears its ugly head for one man to take the life of his baby brother, greed, jealousy, envy, pride, very, very sad. And he died just when his career was right in the middle of its resurgence. Rest in peace to Roger Troutman. Millions of music fans across the globe were definitely sorrowed that day. All right, guys, this is Lamont at Large. I'll catch up with you on the next vlog. God bless. Peace out.